Hi there students, I'm just giving you here a quick tutorial on this analyzing perspectives writing assignment. So for this source you're going to use the document Polybius, Rome after the Punic Wars. I've provided a little explanation below, but basically the part of your analysis that you're doing here is looking at the perspective of the source, looking at what is the source best positioned to provide evidence on, what can the author best speak to, and what are its weaknesses, what arguments should it not be used as evidence to defend or as evidence to learn more about. And so in this assignment, I've given you two parts. The first part, where I've given you examples of answers to the questions that you yourselves are going to answer, and then you choose which one is the best one. And then further down, and so these answers are about the Cyrus cylinder that you read a few weeks back. These are answers to the questions that you're going to answer, but they're on the Cyrus cylinder. And you come down to part two, which is the part that you're going to answer these four questions about the source Polybius, Rome after the Punic Wars that you're reading for this week. The first couple of questions, pretty straightforward. What ideas or approaches does the author support? What are they promoting? What are they emphasizing? What are they drawing your attention to? What ideas or approaches does the author condemn? Things that they're, or events that they're drawing your attention to, but because they dislike them or disapprove them. What does the author leave out? Very interesting and often very revealing. What does it tell us about the author's perspective or the author's bias? That you have a huge coronation ceremony going on, for example, and there's no mention of the Queen, or there's no mention of the army. What might these kind of things tell us about what the author is most interested in, the message that they're trying to put across, and what are they best positioned to talk about? And then the last question, what sort of people's perspective is the source most useful for understanding? This is a question that people often find a little challenging. The question here is not what kind of people is the source describing. The question here is asking, whose perspective does this tell you about? If you think about this in terms of a movie, from whose perspective has this source been shot? Whose window into this society are you seeing? So I hope if you think about that, it'll help you give a full and complete answer to the source. Hope this helps on the assignment, and I'll see you soon.